Hey Leo, this is your general tarot reading for Leo, Sun, Moon or Ascendant rising sign for the month of October. Leo, hold on to your beautiful Leo mane because things are going to get busy this month. There is a lot of movement, a lot of activity and a lot of toing and froing and coming and going and back and forth and hither and thither, whatever the way you want to call it. It's going to be busy. But I think this month, Leo, you're going to reap the benefits of all this high activity this month. Something positive, I feel, is going to come out of all this bloody running around you're going to have to do for the month of October. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. It could be to do with your business, like really trying to sell something, really trying to push an idea. We've a lot of energy here with you trying to promote and push. Maybe even something you're publishing, something that you really believe in, something that you're deeply passionate about or maybe deeply knowledgeable about. You want to push it, share it, get it online, get it on social media, get people seeing it, watching it, hearing it, whatever it is. Maybe it's a podcast or something like that. But you're communicating something this month in a way, it's like, I believe this is going to work. I'm giving it 100% because I believe it's right. I believe this is the one. Now, for some of you, I see the energy there, a lot of energy in the 4th house as we kind of go through the month. Some of you could be putting a lot of energy into maybe looking online to find your ideal property, maybe studying something online about the buying and selling of homes, but it's this thing for some of you, it's like, I need to get moving. I need to locate a new working space. I need to locate a new office. I need to locate a new home. Maybe some of you are really thinking of working from home and you're saying, well, I need to relocate so I can work and live from home, So there's this thing of the ideas, the brainstorming, talking to people. How can I make this happen? How can I make something happen? How can I move home and kind of make sure that I'm getting the right home? So it's just so much, whatever's going on. Some of you could be dealing a lot with a family issue too this month, trying to build better communication bridges with family, trying to maybe solve some family problems, trying to figure out how to just get on better maybe with some family members. But there is a solution, Leo, and I feel like you're going to fix it, you're going to think about it, and you're going to resolve something once and for all. But man, you'll be busy. For sure, you'll be busy, but it's all worth it. As I said, there'll be benefits to that. Now, the reason for this, of course, is because it's Libra season and the sun is in Libra. But on October 4th, Mars moves into Libra. Again, all of them in your 3rd house, your ruler and Mars in this 3rd house of this huge amount of effort and force and drive, going in to either really studying something, really pushing a point across, or really saying, I believe in this so much, this is meant to be, and I will do whatever it takes to make it happen, kind of vibe. And again, you're feeling brave and bold. I feel some of you are feeling brave and bold to find new ground, new territory. That's what I'm thinking. Is it a home move, a relocation, even if it's just an office move, and being really super busy with that? Because it's this bravery coming in this month, Leo, to find somewhere new that you can put your roots into. Yeah, so that's very strong. And why is that really emphasized even further this month? Because Mercury and Venus will be going into the 4th house, into Scorpio. And of course, we have the new moon on the 28th in Scorpio. Again, all in your 4th house. I just feel it's this very strong thing, Leo. It's your home life, your family life, the bricks and mortar of where you live. A lot of organization and busyness is going on in there. For some of you, there's a real feeling, I need to maybe redesign my house, redecorate it, or even relocate because I need to be in a place that's given me a better or healthier state of mind. I feel that if I can get into a better situation with my family or with my home, then it will give me peace of mind. So that's very strong there. Transforming your home in some way also is the big thing. As I said, redecorating, renovating, painting, whatever it takes. It could just be moving your sofa from one side of the room to the other and you're saying, this makes sense to me now. Or it could be something much bigger than that, Leo. Either way, I just feel the big drive this month to make something really positive happen for you. Now, can we make something really positive happen and get a few cards coming out here? That's the first card decided to top out. And look at this beauty. Yeah, Ace of Cups. You're starting a new journey on a path that you love, on a path of passion. Maybe even new love for some of you, or rebuilding your relationship. I feel it's like if you're in a relationship, we are changing something up with our relationship to start over on a new emotional level. And like it's, for some of you, it's like a physical move. Let's move in together, or let's move somewhere else, or let's spend more time going on vacations. Let's spend more time hanging out in nature, because this will give us a new path to love. Now, there's a very strong vibe for love for the singles here too. This could be the beginning of a new opportunity to go on that experience or path or journey of love. Potentially. But it seems to be quite strong. So that's really nice. I like that. I like it. So we have, now let's go to your career for a moment. We have some unsteadiness, or kind of the feeling like something's a little bit erratic about your career, maybe even the work in general, but more like your career path. I sense a type of urgency, Leo, to get your career path going somewhere slightly different. Maybe it doesn't mean changing your career entirely, even though it could, but it's more like, let's steer it in another course. Let's bring it in another direction. I want to get busy learning, studying about how I can slightly maneuver and redirect my career in a new way that might give me a better sense of control over it. Because there might be a feeling with Uranus in the 10th house there of things are all getting a little bit out of your control. You don't mind when things are a bit kind of, I can handle it if things are thrown my way. You don't mind that. But when it gets way out of your control, then you have to step in. Then you have to say, no, let's bring more grounding to this. Let's feel this out. Let's figure out what the hell is going on here so that I can get a better grasp of where my career direction is going. Yeah, 2 first cards hopping out there. We've only 2, Leo, and you've the Ace and the Queen of Cups. There's a strong love feeling this month, very strong, and not just love with your partner or new love, but love for your life, wanting solitude, wanting peace and quiet, wanting to be more relaxed in your life, wanting to be more comfortable in your life. I get the sense, Leo, that there has been a lot of discomfort, and you're now saying, you know, I could really be working towards getting more comfort and maybe security going on in my life in general, with friendships, family relationships. I need to feel a little bit more emotionally secure. And maybe that's what you're very focused on, making big changes this month, Leo, so that you feel more emotionally steady. I said that a few moments ago. It's like having a peace of mind, calming your state of mind, and you will put 100% into whatever it takes this month to have that peace of mind. Now, for some of you, there's a lot of energy going in with family too. Maybe spending some money, not just on your home, but on your family. Maybe taking journeys to visit family, or maybe they're coming to see you. But either way, some money needs to be spent. You're saying, I know the in-laws are coming, I have to spend a whole lot of money on buying a new bloody mattress. But I know, whatever it is, there's a feeling of money being spent to give you more security. Now, you could be just spending money on a little bit of a family get-together, a family party. I don't know, maybe there's a Libra birthday or a Scorpio birthday coming up, and a few coin needs to be spent on getting all the family around for some celebration, whatever that might be, Leo. Either way, I feel a good atmosphere for you this month. I feel, Leo, when you're given a mission, when you're given a task, and you're being thrown, well, you have to do this, and this, you can handle it. In fact, usually when you're kept on your toes, you actually bring the best results. So that's why I'm feeling this is no great problem to you, Leo, no great problem. Now, I tell you what is a great problem. If we've only ever gotten 2 cards, we need a whole lot more. So right, a few cards came out there, as we say. See, when I kind of say that to the cards, they usually end up jumping out. There we have it, the Hierophant, the Taurus card leaping out there, another Taurus card leaping out there, and another Earth sign card, Capricorn. So what's going on? Needing earthiness, needing grounding. But with the Hierophant or the Hierophant there, what I also feel is this thing of having a point to prove, Leo. Having a point to prove. This could be a real month where, excuse me, you could be debating with people about religion, politics, philosophy, but having a real point to make. You know, trying to convince people, here's why I believe in this. Here's why I stand by this. Here's why this matters to me, but should also matter to you. So there could be a little bit of pontificating going on there, a little bit of preaching, Leo. So the only thing I would caution you about is not becoming, you know, the hard-nosed preacher, the fire and brimstone, do it my way, my way is the only way. You know, don't do that, Leo. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And I think you'll do a lot better if you don't get so insistent about having things done your way, or trying, as I said, to get people to believe in what you're doing. You just believe in it. You do it. It'll be by your actions. It'll be by what you're producing, by what you're doing that will convince people that it's a good thing. Shouting at them will never convince them, you know. So that's the thing, you know. Let them see why it's a good thing rather than convince them, okay? So, okay, a few more cards coming out. This is good, Leo, because we need them. Yeah. Ooh. We have the coin coming out. That's a good sign. Yeah. We're only waiting on 2 more now, my love. Either way, I just feel it's very, very nice. Very nice energy. Working from home, again, is a big thing for a lot of you, but it needs some level of organization. So that's something coming to the fore this month. Anything else I haven't touched upon? Yeah, the full moon, of course. I haven't touched upon the bloody full moon, which is happening in Aries, in your 9th house. And again, for many of you, this marks a kind of a peak period and a closing off period of maybe some worries about your education, some worries about traveling, some worries for some of you about moving abroad or relocating abroad. That could be terrifying you, but there's a feeling of you can get over maybe some of this feeling of being homesick for some of you if you're already living far from home, or a fear, just a general fear around being too far away from the people that you care about or the things that are familiar to you. That's something that will close off around October 13th. You'll get more courage, you'll get more bravery, and you'll be a whole lot happier, Leo. I'm a whole lot more confident, maybe about taking big risks with your education, with your travel experiences, getting roots, maybe for those of you who want to move to a foreign country, getting roots there, dealing with the in-laws for some of you. That might be something that has a kind of pinnacle moment, but that you get over around the 13th. And the other thing again, finding your belief again, Leo, in how to think big. Think expansive, think broad, think bold, think dangerous, think Leo, and get that really moving again. I just get the feeling here, Leo, this energy this month is putting you under a little bit of pressure to get creative again, but to get creative in a bigger way and a bolder way. And that thing of, you don't have to convince everybody, you know, come follow me, I will show you the promised land. Just go there. Believe in it yourself. Believe in your vision yourself. Believe in where you're going yourself. And then it's like, then people will understand. Maybe then they will follow, they will get it, they will figure it out, you know. And one last thing before we're waiting for this last card. For those of you really wishing to publish, broadcast, podcast, share something quite higher-minded with people, that could reach a peak moment around the 13th of October, and there could be a lot of success with that. A lot of success. I like it. I like it. Now, where is this last bloody card as I finally get that last card? And there we are, Leo. Finally. Let's move over to your, ta-da, big grand overview. So we open up with the Ace and the Queen. Attracting a new love experience in your life and setting the conditions to make it happen. So as I said, if you're in a relationship, it's like getting very busy to get the conditions correct, to encourage love to grow. It's like, this will make me happier, this will make me healthier. If we are finding more time for each other, if we are living together or living in a much better place that's more conducive to us being able to hang out together, spend time together, then we can get on a new path of love. Same for the singles. I feel there's an opportunity for you this month coming your way to find love. Could it be with the water sign, strong water energy, sun, moon, or ascendant in Cancer, Scorpio, very strong Scorpio, or Pisces? This new invitation for love, for a new path of love. But I feel like it doesn't start all crash, bam, wallop, oh my God, it's all just stars, you know. It's more like, it's a gentle invitation to love. So, excuse me, Leo, it could be like the start of a really good connection between you and somebody. And it could be like a slow burn, Leo. Like somebody that you begin to warm to, that you begin to open up to, that you begin to have feelings for, that could, as we go through the months, get more and more and more. I definitely feel a new connection with your current partner or with somebody new. I feel it. But with the Queen always wants to let the good things come to her. So I feel this month, Leo, you're giving off that vibe of attracting love. Being a bit of a Leo magnet this month with love. It's a gentler love you want. Even though you're the fire sign, it's like, I don't want anybody to rush at me. I don't want anybody to kind of come in with the big brass band. I really just much prefer somebody who's able to have deep conversations or who's prepared to get to know me slower. So they don't just see my kind of sometimes very wild and extravagant side, that there is that other part of me, that beautiful soft part of me. And I feel I'd be much happier getting somebody in my life who wants that side of me, the soft one, the nourishing one, the nurturing one, the caring one, the loving one, the bonding one, rather than the one who's impressed by maybe what I have, what I own, what I do, who I am. That's all for the outside. For my heart, I need that real, true, softer connection. And I feel that's what you're inviting. And potentially, that's what you could be encouraging more of this month, Leo. You could be encouraging more of that. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. An attraction. Usually you're very attracted. When it comes to the water signs, your attraction is usually with the Pisceans. And it's this thing of let it happen, but let it happen gently. So we open up right at the gate with love. So that's obviously a very strong theme. But Leo, it's not just about love between you and other people. It's also about starting a new personal journey, doing the things you love. Everything has to have meaning. It has to have purpose. Otherwise, what's the point? The people that I'm friends with, the connections I'm making, my family, the life I'm living, the roots I'm putting down now, or at least this month, hoping to put down roots here. It's got to mean something. I've got to feel like I belong somewhere, or belong to somebody, or belong to something I believe in. This is the new journey I want. This is where I need to be right now. Everything I'm doing, and with the kind of erratic behavior with Uranus there in the 10th house, kind of bouncing off against the energy in Scorpio, there's a feeling of, I've got to connect more with the image I'm putting out there in my world, my work, what I'm projecting to family, friends, neighbors, whoever. I've got to be more available on an emotional level in some cases. For me, what I'm getting here, sorry if this sounds weird, but it's like I have everything except that feeling that I really do belong somewhere. So wherever that may be, the roots, rooted in relationships, rooted with family, rooted with friends, rooted with your neighbors, with your community. I've got to put more roots in here somewhere, because I want to actually be more emotionally connected with people, because everything else I can get. This month it seems I can get whatever I want. I can sell this, talk people into that, I can push this idea, I can get whatever I choose. But no amount of running around, buying and selling, networking or anything like that will get me what I need. And that is that feeling of rootedness, solid, firm, rooted foundations. So that is going to be a big influence on everything you're doing this month, Leo. And let it be, because that could be the answer to maybe some of the erratic stuff that's going on in certain parts of your life at the moment. You need that level of grounding and that level of starting to trust people again, that you can begin to invite them in again, not just to your home, which could be the first step this month, but to your heart. So it's one of those months, Leo. It's one of those kind of months. Now, Taurus, Libra and Taurus featuring very, very, very strong this month. Maybe they could be very positive catalysts for change. But what is Taurus? Taurus is somebody who loves roots. Taurus is in your 10th house, Uranus retrograding there, causing a bit of unsteadiness, shakiness within the career, within your public image perhaps, within the things that you once had a great level of control over. I used to be in control over the direction of my life. I used to be head of the family. I used to be this. I used to be a CEO. I used to be something. But now it's all getting a bit like, what's going on? So I do need my roots. I need my roots. And I need to come up with some good ideas how to make that happen. And that can be any way for you, Leo, any way. Changing up your home, moving home, building roots if you've already moved, not being so cut off from the community. Build roots within the community. This is often very much so a spiritual card too. Getting back to your spiritual roots is very strong this month. It's where you might receive abundance. It's where you might receive pleasure, where you might feel like I can handle anything that comes my way because I'm already feeling satisfied in myself. I don't need to go out and boss anybody around or be the big mover, the big shaker, try to impress all those bitches out there. I don't have to do that if I'm feeling solid and confident in myself. If I feel that I have all I need on the inside, then having all this shit that I've been gathering up on the outside won't matter as much. So again, it's this thing of inner contentment. I strongly feel for many of you, your faith plays a big part in all of this. Whatever that might be, I know many of you watching this don't subscribe to any particular faith or religion, but let's just call it where you source your energy from. where you get your sense of stability, security from. It could be a philosophy, a belief, a moral code. It could be this month very strongly conversing with your ancestors again, and those that you have loved who've gone on to the next part of your journey. Talk to them in a month where there's such strong energy for communication, maybe even with family who are here and family who have, as I said, gone on to the next part of their journey. It seems you have the hotline to them this month. So speak to them. Open that connection. FaceTime them or spirit time them. Talk and tell them what you need. Tell them how maybe some of you have been feeling a little bit like an alien in your life, homesick. Even if you're actually living in the town or the village or city that you grew up in, it's the feeling of, where have my roots gone? I miss certain members of my family. I miss the way things used to be. I miss when we were all together. I miss when there was a good vibe. There's a lot of missing things going on here this month, Leo. And maybe some of those things can never be repeated, So this is why you need your faith. This is why you need to be in touch with spirit. This is why you need to use that spirit kind of FaceTime hotline to talk, talk. And I feel some of you, for those of you who do really do that on a regular basis, I feel some of you are saying, talking to spirit and saying, I have a lot in my life. I feel guilty for even complaining because I have so much, but there is something in my heart that I am missing. And I need you to help me with that. So, I felt that, Leo. I felt that. So talk to them. Talk to them. In a month where we're coming towards, where we honour our ancestors around Halloween, in the Celtic tradition, it's Samhain, or you might have a different cultural expression for that, where we talk to the souls, we talk to spirits, the veil is at its thinnest. Talk. They will listen. Tell them what you need. And they'll only be too happy to help you with that. Really, really, really. Sorry, Leo, I just got cut out there. Now, we're going to move on here. Look at this pair here. What's he all about? Well, this is Saturn. This is Capricorn. And he's in your 6th house. Saturn in your 6th house is making you at times feel like that you're chained to your work, chained to your habits, chained to maybe some patterns of behavior. It's like I'm stuck in a pattern of behavior. I'm stuck with the work that I'm doing. I'm stuck maybe with lots of work. I'm busy, busy, busy. Now, we know that you're going to be busy this month, Leo. We know. But there is a feeling of somewhat being oppressed, tired, like I'm doing way too much. I'm doing way more than I should be doing. I'm working and trying to take care of children maybe, or take care of family. And I'm also trying to do this, and I have that project going on, and I have that club to go to, and it's almost like having way too much to cope with and to deal with. You don't mind being busy, Leo, but mid-month, it gets to a pinnacle point. The pressure gets to a point where you say, enough. And luckily around the 13th, on the full moon, you do have that kind of moment of being able to pull away a little bit, step back a little bit. Maybe even for some of you, there's a real need for a vacation or a retreat somewhere where you can switch off your mind. Take your mind off social media. Take your mind off the noise of the city, the noise of people, the noise, the chitter, the chatter, the he said, the she said. There's a feeling of unplug. I've got to unplug because it's becoming too much of an oppressive weight on me. I'm already busy. I don't need any other information. I feel like what comes to a pinnacle point, Leo, in mid-month, it's almost like information overload or pressure overload that can be unleashed, maybe just by spending time. I don't know, I just feel in nature, going off to the beach for a day or for a weekend, going off to the park. It's a real sense of I've got to unplug because now I'm feeling kind of trapped by all the work that I'm doing. And if it's to do with your career or actual projects that you're doing, the actual work, I'm constantly working, constantly going. Just know that the full moon, it's in the 9th house. This is a 9 card. Just know that you can chill, relax, and maybe get a little bit more fun and pleasure out of what you're doing. It doesn't have to be such unpleasurable hard work. You can get a bit of fun out of this. Now, just taking another route here, I feel for some of you, could be sun, moon, or ascendant in Capricorn or in another earth sign that's either Taurus or Virgo, who could be putting some sort of pressure on you. They could appear like a real unwanted presence at the wrong place, at the wrong time, who invited you type of thing. You know, that kind of way. I'm busy enough without having to deal with you. I have enough on my plate without having to factor this in. It's a lot. And the worst part about this, I feel, Leo, is this person doesn't have great intentions. There's a little bit of roguery, trickery, fuckery, as we might say, about this person. Maybe strong earth placements, but they're an intrusion in your life. They kind of come in when you don't want them there. It's like a presence of, why are they here? Now they have to come with their bullshit. Now they have to come with an extra workload, extra pressure, extra things for me to worry about. It's like somebody deliberately throwing a spanner in the works. And you're saying, as if, like I said, as if I didn't have enough going on this month. There's a kind of a bad-mindedness to this person, I have to say. Being a deliberate obstacle. Now, you can handle it. Leo, you can handle it. It's not that it's going to get the better of you, but it will just hit you at a moment when it's like, I don't have any room left in my mind to deal with this shit. And it's funny, that's probably something they also pick up on. That would reveal how weak they are, that they have to come at you a little bit at a point where you are very distracted by other things, because they wouldn't dare come at you when you're in your full force, Leo. But when you're super busy mid-month, they will come. It's the rogueriness of the deception of it. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if it's a friend, work, possibly work, something connected to do with the work you're doing, or if you're exchanging contracts maybe with something this month. A bit of roguery in there, a bit of somebody making life a bit more difficult than it needs to be. But again, you can handle it. Of course you can handle it, Leo, you can. But there is something, it's like you celebrate it, you get over that. Again, you've a triumph, I feel, over whatever this deliberate obstacle was. Somebody just being that pain in the ass bitch. But you get over it and there's a triumph. You put an end to that. But I do feel you after the full moon being quite exhausted, being quite tired, Leo, and really feeling, now I really need that vacation. I really need that peace and quiet. Now more than ever, I need to just unplug. I really need it. And I don't feel like it's a total exhaustion. It's more like, I just don't need any more information right now. Just leave me alone and let me kind of clear my mind, unplug my mind. That's what I need. Now, there is a celebration. I did say that at some point, maybe around the full moon, around the 13th, there could be a party, some sort of a celebration. But it is causing you a little bit of stress. Maybe you have to organize it. Maybe you have to organize a meeting, a contract. There seems to be some level of pressure over having to perform, maybe put on a good front with something, impress somebody, impress them with a meal or a food thing, a food. You're going to impress somebody with a food. I don't think having a food is going to impress anybody. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. It could be a party or a get together or pulling everybody in. There is a lot of pressure that it's really gone to the point now where you've lost a lot of sleep over this, Leo. So after this event, after the deal being signed, after the hands being shook, after the event, then you absolutely need a rest. You need to disconnect. You need a vacation. You need to get into nature. You need to slow down with the amount of stuff you're doing and maybe spend a little bit more time at home with your family, touching base with the people you love, friends, family, community, whoever that is. You need a little bit more private time, spending time at home, just reading a book. Unplug. Only plug in maybe your MP3 player or whatever, and music, food, comfort. That's what you need after this thing that's coming to a pinnacle, I feel, around the time of the full moon. Now, we're coming towards the end of the month, and I told you you'd get the benefit of this. It seems to me, Leo, that all your hard work, all that running around, all that excessive busyness is going to bring in the coin. It definitely is, but in a way maybe that you haven't been expecting. It's like I was working and expecting this to happen, but in the end, I got a totally different opportunity. An opportunity maybe to make money, to do some new work, a new business proposal, a new project, something that's of value to me somehow or another. It's like something opens up. It's like a reward for what you've been doing. But as I said, it's almost like I wasn't expecting this gift. I wasn't expecting to receive this. This is not what I was working towards, but I'll take it. I'll take it. And for some of you, I feel towards the end of the month, there might be a weird thing with money. Maybe say the buying or the selling of a home. Maybe some of you selling a home or trying to get a home thought that it was going to go one way, maybe with one buyer. Then they pull out maybe at the last minute and you go, and a new buyer comes and maybe gives you a better offer. So it's a weirdness. It's like something that might look like a financial loss might happen, but it seems to open the door for something much better. So that's quite nice, whatever that is, coming towards the end of the month. But we are coming to a close, and the moon has left some lingering doubts about something. For me, it's a lingering doubt about how you feel about somebody. It could be this earthy person. With Mercury retrograding on Halloween, October 31st. Yeah, scary, I know. And I feel when the month ends, I feel you doubling back. Oh, okay, I get it now. You let something pass mid-month. You were so busy that whoever it was that was a deliberate obstacle to whatever you were trying to do, it's kind of you hadn't got time to deal with them. But Mercury is retrograding. And you are going back because you've been hurt, you've been disappointed, you've been wounded, and you're not letting it go. You're saying, I bet you thought I forgot about this, didn't you? You thought, you got me, and I didn't fight back. You got me, and I said nothing, you got me. But now that I'm coming to the end of the month, let me just reverse back a little bit. Now that I'm more rested, now that I'm calmer, now that the work is finished, now that it's done and dusted, you're doubling back to put an end to all that full moon foolery once and for all. And you will fix it, Leo, and you will close things off, and it will be done and dusted by the time the month ends. So it's very strong, Leo. I really like the energy for you this month. It's going to be busy. It's going to be jam-packed. But I think that the benefits that you're going to reap maybe by the end of the month are worth it. They're all worth it, my love. And I know even if there's that bit of foolery there mid-month that you can't quite cope with, you'll double back, as I said, and handle that like a pro at the end of the month. Maybe they got you when you weren't expecting it. Now you can kind of close business when other people aren't expecting it, So, Leo, I'm going to leave it at that, my love. Anyway, you know where to come for the bigger insights. These are just the general energies. You come to the Vimeo readings. There's a link down below in the description box down there. Click into it. Come along to the deep read where we will talk about relationships, love, For the couples and for the singles, we'll go into love readings there. We'll talk about your money, your career, home and family. That's a big thing this month. And friends. And anything else that we don't talk about here, we'll open it all right out in the deep read. So click the link below, come along, and we'll get stuck right in, Leo, and figure out what the heck is going on, you know. So I leave it at that, my beauty. And as always, I'm going to leave you with all my love and a great, great, great big kiss from me to you. Mwah. Until next month, my darling. Bye.